2025 is packed to the gills with incredible new and remastered JRPGs. Multiple beloved franchises are getting a fresh coat of paint. Huge new titles are on the horizon as well. But what about the little guy? I've played so many truly wonderful indie JRPGs in the last few years, and you know what? It's just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many I either haven't got around to, or that are still waiting out there for me to discover. Well, today we're looking at 5 smaller, independently developed JRPGs that are due to release in 2025. Get ready to extend those backlogs. Let's get into it! Sea Fantasy is a fishing-themed JRPG developed by Metasla and released on January 7th, 2025. In a world on the brink of destruction, 2 friends must band together and save the world by fishing? Yep, you heard me right. Sea Fantasy offers an open world to explore that is illustrated in beautiful pixel graphics. You can traverse the world on foot or in your boat, fishing to your heart's content. The game features many varieties of fish, a robust and unique upgrade system for weapons and rods, and even fully customizable and upgradable hooks and bait. Boss fights mix combat and unique fishing mechanics to create a battle system I haven't quite seen before. For those of you who enjoy fishing minigames and other JRPGs, this offers a fairly in-depth version of digital fishing, with skills and perks you can level up to assist in the process. The game is currently available on Steam for $14.99. Google does say it is expected to get a release on the Xbox and PlayStation, but I couldn't find any information on if and when that will happen. Either way, it looks to offer a unique take on both the JRPG genre and fishing games in general. Sword of the Necromancer Resurrection is an action JRPG developed by Grimorio of Games and released on January 23, 2025. The story focuses on the rogue Tama, who must use the Sword of the Necromancer to battle her way through hordes of enemies and countless dungeons, to bring back her beloved Coco from the dead. The game is a remake of the original Sword of the Necromancer, and improves on many features from the original game. At first, the game may seem like your average hack-and-slash dungeon crawler, but when you start bringing the monsters you've slain back to life to be your allies, things really heat up. The whole system revolving around the monsters is very reminiscent of the Gambit system in Final Fantasy XII, which is one of the finer innovations I've seen in JRPG games. Monsters can be leveled up and be given very specific instructions per battle. The soundtrack is incredible, literally right up there with anything Square or Falcom could produce. The voice acting is well done, and it all comes together in a tender, heroic love story between Tama and Coco. I'm not usually insane about dungeon crawlers, but this is an exciting title. It's normally $24.99 on Steam and is also available on all other major platforms. AI Limit is an action JRPG developed by Sense Games that releases on March 27, 2025. You lead the struggle against both fleshy and machine abominations to save the last bastion of humanity. Though surely an RPG due to its progression system, it is a Souls-like through and through. The game seems heavily inspired by FromSoft's work, as well as other titles like Code Vein. The world looks truly incredible and conveys the desperation and danger present in this ravaged hellscape. The monster designs look impressive and bizarre. The player characters are presented in an anime aesthetic and look stunning as well. This is one of the rare smaller indie titles that looks like it could rival even the largest of AAA releases. The amount of weapons, skills, and equipment on offer seems staggering. There also appear to be numerous cosmetic items you can find throughout the game to change your look and make the protagonist your own. There is also a relic system that allows you to use your latent abilities to analyze relics you find along your journey and unlock lore and history of the world, shedding light on what led to this horrific dystopia. I have high hopes for this one, as a huge fan of Souls-like. There is a demo available on Steam. The game will be releasing on PC and PS5, and will have a physical release through PlayAsia. All in Abyss, Judge the Fake is a gambling JRPG developed by Acquire and WSS Playground and will release on April 9th, 2025. The story follows an extremely talented card player who suffers her first loss ever at the hands of a syndicate known as the Witches, who use evil, dastardly cheating tricks to win at the Texas Hold'em table. She is described as a pretty young lady on the outside and a middle-aged old man on the inside. After her defeat, she is saved from despair by her new friend Mina, and swears to uncover their secrets and use them to crush the cheating witches. The game has an interesting progression loop, where you traverse the city, conversing with and defeating gamblers to learn about the secrets of the witches. You also gain currency and experience points to level up your card-playing skills and learn tricks of your own to use against your opponents. The art has a gorgeous, gritty anime direction, and the card battles look so intense. This game aims to take the runaway success of Balatro and ratchet it up a few notches. The game will release on PS5, Switch, and PC. A demo is currently available on Steam. Will you go all in to win? I certainly will be. Marissa of Liop Mountain is a unique dice-based JRPG developed by Unknown X and Alliance Arts that will be released sometime in 2025. The protagonist Marissa is pulled into a mysterious book and must fight for her survival against a myriad of monsters. The game is inspired by both the Toho Project games and the single-player adventure gamebook RPG Warlock of Firetop Mountain. The game and art style is presented as a tabletop RPG game, with characters being figurines and dice being rolled during combat encounters. The art direction is exquisite. Player choice dictates the direction of the story in major ways, completely changing the direction of the game and endings based on their input. I have never seen a game presented in such a unique way in all of my years, and I know many of my friends who love tabletop gaming will be quite excited about this one. For the moment, this one is only slated to be released on PC, but I hold out hope that something this unique will come to consoles and get a physical release. Will you roll the dice on this one-of-a-kind adventure? 2025 is going to be a bellwether year for JRPG releases. I know so many people will put countless hours into the Trails and Xenoblade X remakes, and those are just two out of the many insane titles slated for this year. I just want to remind everyone that there are so many unique, intriguing, and beautiful independent games being released as well. I hope everyone found something they can get excited about in this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what we're doing on the channel. And as always, stay creepy.